It's Minecraft, and this is the Cathedral Village tour that everybody has been waiting so long for. I've been so distracted, and I did a lot of building, finished the building, and the whole village is pretty much complete, and so it's a time to show it all off. I'll give you a brief tour of the cathedral again, just in case you haven't seen the actual building of the video. And this is the downstairs of the cathedral. This is what started it all, this entire building. And we have very busy, well, he's not busy, but he's taking a nap. It's a siesta. Have a nice siesta. Plenty of work going on down here. Plenty of villagers. Very, very busy with all their little workplaces, building the town, being very supportive. Students, workers, volunteers, deacons. There's a deacon there. Yeah, we got a deacon. And this is our, don't tell anybody, but this is our little cult. Okay. Our little Christian cult. I tried to base the entire village's colors, buildings and stuff like that, on the basic colors that are in this building. Blue and pink, a bit of purple, turquoise prismarine here, the pink and blue windows. This is the upstairs where people would come and worship and listen to sermons. This is the enchanted book area where, you know, this is like our Bible, you know. And this is the piano where we gather around and sing worship songs. And I'm sure that there's some sort of very faithful piano player around here somewhere. These little candlesticks and a little bit of gardening here, some flower areas. And we've got this great big mural on the wall in the back. And a nice colorful cathedral ceiling with chandeliers, very simple chandeliers, and a nice stained glass front of the building. So this is the building that started it all. And I just wanted to build a cathedral because I was in another cathedral. I have another world, Charlequin's Schematics, and they built this great big gorgeous beautiful yellow cathedral, and it's nothing like this. This is just a simple country cathedral compared to theirs. But I wanted to build one, and so I did. And then after that, I said, well, now I have to build a village to go with it. And so this is the village. We've got the major fountain piece out here right in front of the cathedral. I'm so tired of just seeing brown and green in villages. Everyone builds brown and green villages, which is fine because the game itself is sort of, I don't know, country, medieval, whatever. But I just wanted to do something different and more colorful. So all our pathways are this, the turquoise greens and some bit of moss and stuff like that, and little bits of fencing here and there. Outside the front of the cathedral, we have the fountain. On the left a bit here, we have a little sandy pool area. And there's cats everywhere. We own a bunch of cats. Yes. We own a bunch of cats because cats are really good. And down these little prismarine stairs, we have one of the very many farms around here. On all the farms, I put this lighting around all the farms, either over it or around it. And we decorated some of the garden walls, the steps and stuff like that. There's a bank, lots of vines around on some of the buildings because we're never far from water on this world. Let's just travel in. This is one of the libraries. We have a couple libraries. We've got some. Oh, he's taking a siesta too. They're having a meeting of the minds. Lots of siestering going on around here. Okay, guys, bye. So you can see on this bank library, all the same colors on all the buildings: prismarine, green, purple, pink, all the blues, turquoise, warped wood greens. Back here we have another farm. I guess I missed putting lighting on this one because there's like, 1,000 farms. Here's one of the beautiful pools that I made. Tropical pool with some tropical fish and plants. And it's got some terracotta to the bottom and some pretty plants and some seagrass. Above this, we've got some lanterns sitting in the water here with the lily pads. And then we have this very pretty blue and green bridge to go across. It's a walkover bridge. We'll just try that for you right now. And it's very lined with some nice little plants. And from the walkover bridge, you can see the other side of the pool and some steps over here. We have all around the place, we have this these lamp posts surrounded with bamboo trapdoors. Just a normal, let me see, yeah, just a normal little lamp in there. Most of the buildings have some sort of little garden area around them. We've got some buildings back here and some lampposts everywhere. I've tried to put in as much lighting as I could without making it too full of light. You know, each building has a bit of light on it, on the outsides. We're coming to the front of the village, what I call the front, which is in the west. And this is one of the pink gardens that we have around. After I built the cathedral, I started a building world just to build various builds in that and placing them here. And this is the pink garden. You can see it's got, I don't know, I call these things irises and other tall flowers and greenery. And it's got the red, I think it's red, crimson trapdoors as a sort of little fence around them. And a pink seating area. Plenty of greenery. A center glass block sort of garden feature. And the villagers can come here and sit and have a relaxing afternoon or morning. And out back we have a pathway and one of the what I call fancy houses, and this is the green one. See how close we are to the river, so it's a bit more viney out here. We've got a couple of self-built trees in turquoise colors and a pink one up there. A little bit of vine hanging from this one. Vines all over the back of the house. I guess I'll run you through this fancy house really quick. This is a side entrance. There's videos on all these buildings and houses, this one and everything. Just a quick run through here. You can see it had a fireplace and a couch and a chair. I hear some villager, some paintings all around. And hello, an exit to the upstairs little mini balcony. He's wondering why I'm here. This has a ladder to the attic. I don't really want to disturb the villager, so I'm not going to push him out of the way. Some books and some an enchanted book area. Some armor on some stands. A very pretty bedroom with some banners, little dressers. I made some little dressers, some end tables. Okay, we'll take you back outside. This is the mini front porch to this particular building, and this is the pink garden again. We will go around this way. This is one of the spruce trees I created myself. There's like just a few of them here. I created a couple different trees and I placed a few of them around. This is one, that's one. This village has 60 actual buildings, either banks, libraries, villager houses. Let me see, I don't know what this is. It's another library. There's 2 or 3 libraries around. Several banks. So 60 livable buildings, houses, banks, libraries. I've got an observatory. I've got the tremendous lighthouse in the distance there, you can see in the far distance. And then beyond the 60, there are farms, little barns. This is one of the barns. You can see everybody's very busy. We've got sheep and pigs in this one. I built double fences on the barns. I can't remember my words. Okay. On the barns to keep the animals from jumping out. For some reason in my builds, they jump out a lot. And there's a faithful farmer. He's thinking about things. This is one of the gazebos that I made. It's a little mossy gazebo with lighting above. And walking out here, so you can see there's grass around and plants around and vines hanging from some of the buildings here and there. Sometimes the it gets a bit much. Sometimes I have to control the vines. I think it just gets a bit much, some of it. We'll go out back. Oh yeah, there's some, oh hello cat, a dog. There's plenty of dogs around too. Plenty of dogs and cats. And there's some beekeeping going on over here. And this is the back, or actually the front. This is actually the entrance to the village area back here. It's kind of swampy though. You can see there's little bits of grass and wildflowers around. And this river here, or waterway, separates it from my home village directly ahead of us. You can see the two towers. My main house is in the middle, above the crosshairs. A purple gate above those crosshairs that I built. And you can see some sparkling towers in the background where there are other villages or either not built or I'm going to build or something I have affected in some way since owning the world, since spawning in the world some years ago. After building up a few other villages and traveling and exploring, I decided to put this cathedral here and then build an entire village around it. Here's some farming going on right out here in the front near this little mini sandy beach. Lots of farms going on. I guess these didn't get lighting either. There's another fancy house, greenhouse. Here's one of my pink and yellow or purple and yellow gazebos. Just walking around in here, just a feature. And outside of this, next to this pink fancy house, or pinkish fancy house, pink and green, I got some fantasy pink trees. And another puppy dog here. Hello. Decorating on the edges of the dirt walls to make that nice, and surrounding some of the little gardens out around the house. I did put a lot of stairs in here. I just didn't want to put too many stairs like out near the actual beachy area, like out here. But there are some stairs around. There's plenty of stairs around. Here's a little pool area. And yeah, okay, I'll just come this way first. Also another fenced-in garden to the back of this fancy house. Now here's a very deep pool. It was a ravine, and I wanted to keep the villagers from getting lost down in the ravine, so I put this red fence around it. Trapdoor fence and some red crimson posts. And you know what? They come in here anyways. They came in here anyways. So I filled it up with water. Oops, sorry. I just knocked him off. I filled it up with water and they just jumped in it like it was a pool. I don't know why the iron golems love to be in these water things, but so I couldn't get them out. So what I did was I made a bunch of steps under the water here. I just put some steps in so they can come and go if they want to, because they're just gonna do it anyways. So I left a couple of the gates open for them because they're gonna jump in, and I wanted to give them a way to get out. And look at him, he's about to go swimming himself. Well, everybody needs a break. I'll take you for a quick trip into this house. This is the pink fancy house, and it's pretty much, it's the same thing, same build area. It's just, you know, got a little bit different fireplace, carpeting, a little bit different couch, a little bit different furniture. There's a stairway up here instead of the other way. There's some chests. There's a few things in some of these chests. I put some things in some chests around. Yeah, not everyone, and not everyone is filled either, but there's some books around, plenty of paintings. There's also a video of this house being built. Some more armor. Plenty of books upstairs. A pink bedroom. There's no banners on this wall. I think I put a dragon and egg in every green and pink house. It's a sort of stuffed animal. That's all I got. They don't give you that much to decorate with, really. So, okay, and this upstairs is pretty, this is the attic. It's got some lighting in it, but it's pretty basic, so, you know, you can do anything you want with it. Little fenced off area here. Okay, and we'll go back downstairs and out the door. So that's the fancy pink house. This video, this is much more detailed in other videos. Let's get going here. There's another puppy dog. There's another pink and a purpley and yellow gazebo. And there's my walkways. What's up here? Oh, these are the gardens out front. Okay, so we've been there already. Let's come up these stairs. And there's this mini pool, just a little mini pool. They love to go swimming. They love to go swimming. Well, there's no fish in here, just plants. And I've got some just littered all the areas, especially around the houses, with different plants and gardens. There's another barn back here. This one's got plenty of cows in it and pigs. And a smoker. I meant to go this way. This is the way I really wanted to go. There's the walkover bridge again over the pool. Some of the farms, another barn. We've been here before. I just, you know, this is the smaller fountain. Okay, there's the cathedral, just to orient you. There's the cathedral with the main fountain in the front of it over there in the middle. And then we have this medium-sized fountain. And another dog. You know, you don't have to stand behind that fence, right? You know, he's just pretending that he's locked in, but he's not. Don't believe him. He's not locked in. There's another purple and pink gazebo. Some little trees with, I used dead branches or something, whatever that is, and then some greenery leaves on top of them for plants. I think this is a bank. Yes, this is a bank. And you'll see the video. There's a video on this bank being built. And all these chests and stuff. And I put some end chests in here too, because it looks a little bit different. Plenty of chests in here. And I love the sparkles and the particles flowing from the end rods. And I think the end chests are giving off the pink particles. I think it's really pretty. I didn't know it was going to do that, but I like it a lot. Okay. That's one of the banks. And down here we have a bunch more beekeeping. This iron golem, he's really into the bees, and you know, so he's helping out with that. Down here we have a little bit of a swampy pond. We've got pufferfish in there. Let's check them out, shall we? Let's check out yeah, there we go. There's the pufferfish. He's just guarding it. Oops, I didn't mean to hurt you. There we go. Just doing their job of defending the pond. Over here in front of this little pufferfish pond, I made a little sitting area where the farmers could come and relax, you know, in the middle of the day when they're really busy. And I decorated some of the climbing of the dirt, the little levels of dirt with all kinds of, these are jungle traps and bamboo, I think. Some of the farms, I surrounded it on the outside edges with the lighting. And a couple of them, I just put a chain of lights over the top of the middle. I used a lot of traps to surround and decorate parts of just the dirt walls with, you know. In this one, I even used the dirt as part of the decoration. I just added some little plants and leaves around. We're on the left side of the church. If you're looking at the cathedral from the front, we're on the left side still. This is another garden. This is a blue and green, a sort of hanging garden. I think I called it a blue hanging garden. but it's sort of tropical. And it's got some azalea leaves and some vines, very tropical vines and very tropical leaves. Some pink and some yellow. Some nice patterns on the floor, tile patterns. And you can come out right there. There's the side of the cathedral. These village people are very busy with everything. They all have either jobs to do or many hobbies. They love the beekeeping. There's another little house. Oh, what house is this? Oops, that was a little bit weird. Oh, this is just a house. It's probably, I don't know if it's house number 1, house number 2. I think it's house number 2. And they got plenty of, I gave them plenty of foods and stuff like that. Lighting, beds, all kinds of things. Plenty of things in their chests. Every house gets a couple of workbenches so they can choose where they want to live. There's a nice setting right here with a house on a little mini hill. Another farm out here. I don't know what they're seeing in the water, but they consider it an awful lot. I didn't put lighting over this one because there was so much lighting around it. Coming to the far left, we have a few more houses down here. Let me see now. If we come down here, we have some little houses down here. A little bit of fencing going on. Plenty of trees. Yeah, we have the river to the back. Oh, there was something I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, okay. This is sort of a little tiny mini hidden tunnel. If you come down here, you can just come in one end and you can go out the other. No, it's just a little mini tunnel. And we have a little guy out here. He's fishing. One of the farmers taking a break because he'd rather be a fisherman, I guess. But you know, it's the whole village is slightly swampy. You know, just slightly swampy. And out back here, again with the river coming through. A river runs through it. There's another hanging garden out here in front of this fancy house out back. I call it out back, but it's really just to the side. And we have another puppy dog. Hello. And another puppy. Hello. Now this particular fancy house, because it's off to the side, there's a little mini garden here to the side. There's little nether plants and stuff and poppies or whatever they are. I never know the names of the flowers or things. They've got a little bit of a junkyard going here. We've got a little broken brewing station and some anvils and a bell, and I don't know what they were doing, but you know, they've got just little bits and pieces in their backyard of junk. Let's go. Okay, there's this little warped green walkover bridge. Brings you over the river. It's very mossy. Just give you a better look at that. I got some salmon in the water, some vines hanging from it, and it leads us to this pink house. And these people here, they have a backyard barbecue area going on, and a little bit of a wall to keep the kids from falling into the pond or river. We have a little bit of a garden to the side of this house. But more vines. There's some wildflowers all over this back hill. So there's plenty of beekeeping going on out here too. This is the back of the river, or the side of the river, whichever you want to call it. There's a little tiny bit of a formal garden going on over here. Sort of a design to the symmetrical plants out back here. And we will come to the side and we'll go up this stairway. And this is sort of one of the edges. This is the left edge of the village. The river, there's another bridge down there. The river makes a sort of a natural edge to the village. I built these little blocks, these little colored blocks, just as the same kind of style, color matching, just as a sort of nod to the edge, the back edge of the village. The observatory is also, it doubles as a planetarium. And it's up on the top of the tallest mountain here in the back. And underneath of this, we built a little water feature. Oops. And you can step into the area of the water feature and sit in a quiet area along the wall here and watch, read a book or something, or just enjoy the day. So that's what's in there. Underneath a big wide stairway, it goes up to the observatory on this end. We got some more bamboo traps decorating the sides of the land. And out back here we have some more markers marking the back edge of the village. I'll take you out back beyond it, and that way you can see the edge. And it's got a sort of gray wall from down that area all the way to this, coming around to that. And this is one of my favorite water features out here at the bottom of the observatory stairway. I just built this little water feature here with flowing water. I don't know how I got it flowing, but there it is. I just didn't perfectly even it up with all the tops of the stones when I poured the water in here. So it just kind of flows in different directions, and I really love it because it makes it seem more alive, you know? And it's just some piles of stone with a little waterfall. Just a haphazard sort of pile. We also have these stairs and this major stairway going back up to the back. It's going higher and higher, so you can see there's a little bit of snow added here and there. Going up to the observatory / planetarium. Yeah. And it's covered, much more covered up here with snow. Completely surrounded with lanterns around the bottom of the edge. And there's your planetarium. It started out as part of the lighthouse that I built. And I just took away some of the color and I added some black and purple. I don't know if that's obsidian or something else. I don't know what it is. And this stairway that comes from the part of the village down there and climbs up this side of the mountain. It's got a few decorative colored blocks just to match the same colors as the cathedral and houses and buildings. So you can come up this way too. It's got some fencing going around so you don't fall off. And I'll take you out back. Plenty of snow around. You can see the snow piled up on the sides of the building too. Little fenced area. It's got a back door. Just walking around here. So all the visitors can walk around if they want to. Plenty of different kinds of soil in the dirt. Way up high in a mountain. And I love these warped doors. Yeah. And inside, it's this main tower. It's just for lighting. And you've got this huge pink, sort of a circular stairway. It goes up and up and up and up. And I'll take you up there. Because I don't know if I've done a video on this observatory or not. But we're going to see it. We're going to see it. Oh yeah. Here we go. We've got seating area. And this is the how it doubles for a planetarium. We've got this beautiful dark black space ceiling with gaseous areas and other things that you might see in on a Hubble telescope. We've got a few brightly colored planets. And then we have the other side is also up near the stairway here is also a planetarium. So the whole ceiling is a planetarium on both sides. And you've got seating facing left and right. You got some more planets. And I really, really like this. And you got this little purple carpet. And this, right in the middle, there's this entire cut. There's this entire cut through the entire building, and this is for the telescope of the observatory part. So that goes right through the entire building, and the telescope is right in the middle. It's this giant red telescope, and we've got some dials here, and this is supposed to be where it can turn, like when it folds either way, to the left or to the right. And it's pretty huge. Here's some viewing tubes. It's the bottom of the telescope where you have to kind of climb up on something and look into these viewing tubes. And then there's glass and stuff like that inside of it, which will help you see through the telescope. And here's the top of the telescope. And I used hoppers. I used hoppers, and then these daylight sensors for the end of the telescope. You can come up with all the words. I can't always remember what the names of things are. And I'm just gonna fall down here. There we go. And come out this side. I don't even know if this is the front or the back. Oh, I think it's the back, so we'll go out the other door. Yeah, we'll go out this door. So that was the observatory / planetarium. And we will go down the front stairs. Yeah, we'll go down these sort of, it's not really front stairs, another side stair. And you can see some of the village from here. This is still the left side. We have a fancy house down there, and we'll go down and see that. That's a market. The pink place is a market. And we have another hanging garden in the front of us. And some more little houses and buildings and a green barn. Fancy house, pink house. Let's go, oops, come down here. Where's the stairway? Over here. Okay. Yeah, come down here. And you can go through this hanging gardens. And you come down here. And there's a colored wall over here for decoration. And a really pretty stairway with vines and flowers over there. It's just a nice green area. And this is a market. I built this beautiful market. I was watching the show Alias. And one of the early episodes in the first couple of seasons, they had this, the girl was in Asia somewhere. And I saw this market, and it was really pretty. And it was, this is built on that idea. And it was just fairly long, and it had banners, and it had open doorways, and on top of it had these these building things on top of it. Three areas. It was just really beautiful. So I just remembered that from watching the show, and I built this myself. And you can see inside of it. You can only see this sort of edge on the outside. So I made it into this market, and I built market tables in here. And behind the market tables, there's little signs, and it sort of tells you what each table will be selling. And they are selling bells and candles and plants and amethysts. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. And this one's, you can see he's making potions. This one's a potion table. And this one sells plants and candles. Some more plants and candles. Blue candles, special blue candles. Oh, yeah. This one is selling turtle eggs and other spawning eggs and stuff like that. And we have some workbenches and stuff out here, too. You can come here and get your tools fixed. You can find your documents if you need them. You can get some potions made up that you request. Give them special orders. This guy here will take your money. And you can, stuffed animals, dragon eggs. Just all kinds of things for sale in here. And these tables are made out of slabs of wood, and trapdoors. Decorated the outer edge with this pink and yellow and purple sort of thing. Oh yeah, this here piece right here, this little mini waterfall, this was here when the world was just built. It's just here. So I kept it because it was so nice, and I built around it I decorate it with this moss and this flowers on the mountain. The hanging gardens up on that hill, and some more grass and stuff around it. And I just built around it. All right, so let's go back out here, back up the stairs to the back of this pink house. Yeah, I want to point out that the side of the wall, the side of the mountain, it was just too much to remove or anything. Besides that, I wanted to build that stairway all the way up there. So I just sort of decorated it by cutting pieces out of it and setting in lamps. And I just thought that's just a very handy way of decorating the edges of large walls or mountains that you have in your world. Just cut pieces out, add blocks, whatever, set things in there. And here's another area right close to the side of this house. And I just cut some pieces out, put some trapdoors up. Added some more pieces of stone and stuff like that, so it looks like I wanted it to be. Again, we're in the back of the property. There's this other pretty purple, pink and purple garden again. I just placed a couple of these. There might be 3 or 4 of them on the property. It's the same thing that we saw early on. I don't think I pointed out the pink gates and the greenery on the gates before. Lots of glass in the corners with the lanterns. Oh yeah. This is an outdoor aquarium. It's an outdoor aquarium. And I just thought it was kind of a nifty little extra feature. And it's 3 or 4 blocks high. And you can just even jump in it if you want to. All the tropical fish, plenty of tropical fish, tropical plants. I love the color. And it's just really pretty. And we got some seaweed going on in here. Kelp. Seagrass. There's another medium-size fountain. I love the water features. I put a few around. And here's another seating area. So if you want to come out here and sit, you know, any of the farmers, these are usually near farmers somewhere, so they can come out and sit, or any of the residents. And here's a little tiny garden out here in some podzol. There's some garden plants all lined up because this house also has a whole string of beekeeping going on around here, beehives and stuff. And from here you can overlook that little market area down there with the pink house and part of the river and the farm. The barn. Let's go back out here. Yeah, okay. It's some decorative flooring. I got some decorative tiles, and this is actually a mini swimming pool with pink and blue around it. I don't know what made me put it there. I was thinking of a whole bunch of water features and stuff like that. Now if you want to, you can come out here and leave the back of the village down these mossy stairs. And there's a sort of towering kind of a slice of a mountain there. And I thought it was kind of odd, but I left it there and I just made use of it. We'll come up here. This is still the back of the property, and yeah, this is I did some decorating on the tiles. Look under the gray. I did some decorating out here, just on the grounds tiles, just to make it colorful instead of just brown and green land, you know. A little bit of azaleas around some of the houses. Some more of these towering colored blocks with lighting on them. Here's this dirt hill, and I just cut some blocks out of it. Here's another market, same thing. I built this in the building world and cut and pasted it, so I didn't have to build every single thing here by hand. This slice of a mountain, though, this was here. So what I did was I just used what was here to decorate and, you know, cut pieces out of it, added a block or two. Mostly I cut things out of it. It already had this hole in it, this square hole, rectangular hole. So I just kind of left it there because it made a nice feature. So I just thought it was pretty cool. So on both sides, I cut out decorations. When I go around exploring, when I find a feature under the water, that I want to remember or show off, I usually put some sort of tower there too. And there's something under there. I forget what it was, like maybe a building or something. So there is some sort of feature under the water here. Just a piece of a mountain just stuck out of just a great big boulder area stuck out of the water with a little mini waterfall in it. That was pretty natural. Oh, I don't want to miss this. The ship. This is an actual ship, and it's you know what? It's the Santa Maria. Okay. It's the Santa Maria. So, yeah, in my travels, in my exploration, I found a shipwreck. So I copied it and pasted it, and I put it here, and I rebuilt it, and I put the masts on it, and a glass cross figurehead, and some lanterns, and we just built it and we fixed it. And first we made it in a dry dock, and we built it up into the dry dock, and then we put the water back into it, back around it. Things back here, some workbenches and stuff. Ladder up to the top. The ladder up. There it is. There's the crow's nest up here, right there. Ladders, plenty of ladders going up the posts so they can fix masts when they're broken or anything like that. And if you come down inside, you come to one of the, there's a sponge here, but there's a chest here too. All kinds of stuff in it. Because this sponge has to stay here, because that's the only thing I couldn't fix about this ship was that piece of water back there. So this sponge is here just to keep that safe, keep the ship safe. I didn't want to rip the ship apart anymore. So there's some bedding down here for the crew, and a brewing thing, because you know you have to have the ability to make rum on these ships. Oops, I just want to go down. There we go. And this is the captain's quarters, and he's got his bed, and he's got some seating and some place for his documents, a little place for water there, and some storage, plenty of foods and stuff like that, and plenty of places to store more stuff. A chest with some emeralds and lapis lazuli in it, because I'm sure he's looking for treasure, so he's got his lapis lazuli. And then you come up the front, and you've got this area here up to the fore area, and that is the Santa Maria. This is on the back of the village, because you can see the church, the cathedral, in the middle of the picture. So we're way back here now, and I've got some boats on the edges. This building here is simply the same as the observatory on the inside. You can see the tower, and I didn't put a fencing up, but this is, I'm calling this the lighthouse. It's a huge, it doesn't look like a lighthouse, it just is. Stairways all the way to the top, all the way up, and this tower just sort of cuts in the middle of it. It's the entire thing is actually the entire 320 blocks tall. It goes up and up and up. And what I did was, in the building world, I built one piece, and then I came here and I copied it and pasted it all the way up. I just kept putting little bars of blocks out here, so I knew where to start each layer. And it just goes up and up and up. And I'm not going to take you all the way up there. We don't need to do that. It's the same up at the top. It's actually 320 blocks tall. And you can see the ship down there. You can see the whole bottom. Yeah. So we will come out back here. Oh, guess who's appeared? the little llamas, and the market guy, the traveling tradesman. Hello. He appears everywhere I go. So beyond the lighthouse, we have a couple of fancy houses back here. Some trees I made. A little pool. Let's go out here. There's another pink. Some more fancy. Okay, this is a green fancy house. And another regular. Oh, this is a library. Pink garden. Another pink garden. And we've got these ponds. These ponds were here. If you dive deep down into the ponds, you will find some good areas. Let me see. Yeah, see how this one goes down into a deep ravine. It's really deep. And you can go down there and... Yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't know for so long until I was finishing up with the village that these holes were so deep. These ponds were so deep. And you can just go on and on back there. And we're not going to do that today. I added some of these plants and sea kelp around and stuff like that. A little bit of a sandy edge here. And I put these piers out here for fishing. And they really do come out here and they use the little boxes and stuff like that. I love that there's a ton of villages here. When I started and I built the cathedral, I did place a bunch of villagers in the bottom with all their workbenches and stuff. But over time, and I was building the farms and the farms and building the houses and stuff, just more and more villages showed up. So there's like villages for everything and everywhere, which I am really happy with. There's another barn. This one's got some sheep and some pigs. Oops. Sheep and pigs in it. Hello. Let's go to the front. Yep, he's working. Hello. Now if we come... Oh, he's busy back there. Oh, there's a farmer. Oh, look at, he's busy. Oh, look at, they're harvesting all the potatoes. The harvest, hello. Yes, I was showing these little boats that we have around the edge. Now, out here beyond the lighthouse. The lighthouse is sort of because I call this world Sparkling Isles. I didn't put a seed number in. I put the word Sparkling Isles, I-S-L-E-S. Sparkling Isles to get this world. And when I started it, it was 2.12. We have, what do we have? Is it 1.21 we have now? And it started out 1.12 when I first got this world. And I've done the updates and stuff since. I call it Sparkling Isles because every single major village has some sort of lit up tower to light you from one area to another. Yeah, so here's another marker. So underneath this area, there's this surprise little underwater build. So that's what this little marker is for. Gosh, let me see if I go up. Yeah, over there's a little marker in the water right ahead of me. And there's a deep ravine over here. I'm not going to go down now, but yeah, you can see part of it. You can see them up here. You can see them from above. All those magma or whatever it is. And there's a deep ravine all the way through here. And that's what that post is about. That's to remind us that there's something under there at that point. As I said before, I went on this long adventure and exploration adventure, and I found this shipwreck. So the ship I built back there is from the original shipwreck, except I built it up. I fixed it. And this one, I placed this here. This is exactly the way it was. And I had to fill it with so much water because it only had water up about a third of the way up. But where I placed it, it just wasn't covered with water. So I had to fill in a lot of water. You can still see some of the the water blocks here. Oops. I wasn't supposed to do that. I was going to hit the water. I wasn't supposed to do that. We'll fix that another day. in this side of the pond. Oh yeah, I wanted to point out, because there's 2 ponds. I think I showed you this pond. There's also this pond back here in front of this behind this pink house. And this has natural waterfalls. I think some of them are natural. I can't remember if I started any of them, but some of them are naturally here. And the villagers love to crawl up the side of this side of the mountain. They love to be here. And oh, there's somebody fishing down there. Isn't that cute? But in this pond, they love to be over here too. They used to come in here, and they found their way over here. So I built them a little walkway so that they could get back and in and out. And they stood around here an awful lot. So I called this the prayer wall. And I built a little glass cross in the wall for them, because they just hang around here in this little quiet spot so often. So I said, well, they're meditating and stuff. So it's a little prayer wall for them. Another area of this mountain where I cut some pieces out. There's a little bit of a mini waterfall kind of going on down there. So I just left it like that because it's just kind of nice. Built stairs everywhere for them so they could come up and down in all the parts of the places that they need to go. There's some more lighting over this farm here. And come out here this way. Yeah. And there's some buildings. We're on this side. There's another mossy gazebo over here. We'll go in it really quick. There's a mossy gazebo. I thought it was a nice touch to have both this and the fancy pink and purpley ones hanging around. Now these lighting posts, I just started out with a block and then a piece of a wall and then wooden posts. These are bamboo posts. And built them up and hung some chains across and then put an extra piece of fence on top just so it has something to hang from. And that way they get some lighting at night. And if we finish this edge and come back to it's sort of the front of the property coming up on the right hand side. There's another fisherman down there and a free pig, a wild pig. Oh yeah. There's another little like mini, it wasn't really just a deep place this was just naturally there. I think I cut away some of the ceiling so you could actually see it. Just like I found the shipwreck, in my travels I found a whole slew of ruined portals. So I copied several of them and I pasted one here. And I just think they're just so beautiful. And they usually have, a bunch of the red and the magma and some obsidian and some of these really beautiful purple and black blocks. And I don't even know what they are. And it seems like they have some lodestone blocks and they all come with a chest. And I haven't taken anything out of the chest. This has flint. Okay, flint and some flint and steel and some gold nuggets. And I usually put, oh, that's my compass. Okay. But that's what it came with anyway. So yeah. So I cut and pasted the ruined portal here because I think it just looks so nice. I wanted it to be part of the village. But it's not close enough to the villagers to make any real danger for them or anything. Except for the ones that want to go fishing on the edge out here. That's a cathedral village. I'll show you from above. And you can see more. Like that's my home base back there. And you can see the farmers out here near the sand. And the walkways, you got blue and green and white walkways everywhere. The pool, the bridge, the farm, or some farms, and all the many, many buildings. That's the left side of the village. And back to the observatory in the back. Some more fancy houses back there. The little pink market, the river, the pink and purple gazebos down there with yellow. The fountain, more walkways. the right side of the village. I'll go up a little bit higher so you can kind of see what's going on. The green roofed things are barns. Down there, the square green roofs. The others are obviously houses. You can see the ship in the back, above the crosshairs. And out to the back of the cathedral, we have that little hill with some farms on top. So that's the tour of the Cathedral Village. Thanks for watching.